Hello guys, welcome back to IWJ. In today's video, we will talk about two things. So first, we will talk about all the good companies that are reporting earnings in this week. And in the second part, we will actually look at some of the good companies that have reported earnings in the last week and have gone down a decent amount. So let's directly jump into all the important earnings for this week. So the first company is ON Semiconductor. So this is a very good semiconductor play. So then comes Estee Lauder. So this is a more like a beauty products company. And then comes Berkshire Hathaway. So this is a Warren Buffett company. And then we come to Chegg, which is like a online education company. Then iRobot consists of the robotic vacuum cleaners. XPO Logistics is more like a transportation company. Diamondback Energy is more like the conventional oil and gas play. Solar Edge is more like into the renewable space or realty income. So this is like a good real estate stock. And then comes Pfizer, which is one of our mRNA vaccine plays. Then CVS Health, which is one of the good pharma plays. Then Corsair is one of the newbie gaming plays. Everyone will be looking at these earnings. And then Under Armour, we know with summer coming, people are trying to go to outdoors and probably will get more sales for Under Armour. And then comes Skills. So Skills is one of the gaming stocks, and this has been in the news for some of the short reports recently. So if Skills reports a very good earnings, so there is all chances of Skills going up parabolically. The next one is Activision Blizzard. So this is another gaming player. Then comes T-Mobile. We know what T-Mobile does. Alteryx is more like a data analytics play. Then comes Upwork. So this is more like in the freelancer space. Zillow Group is more into real estate. Most of the folks know about Zillow Group. Lyft is into the ride-sharing space. Xilinx is again another very good semiconductor play. So Match is into the online dating and those kind of plays. And then comes General Motors, which is one of the biggest and long-running American auto companies. Then comes Sun Power. This again goes to the renewable play. InMode is one of those genomic plays. Hilton Worldwide is more into the hospitality and hotel play. So this will be a good earnings to see how the demand is coming back for hotels. Scotts Miracle-Gro. So this will be an interesting stock to watch. So Scotts Miracle-Gro plays in the gardening sector, and they do supply garden supplies. With more people moving into habits of gardening, this might have a good results. Also, they are into the cannabis space. Then comes a very good set of earnings, which is like PayPal, which is one of the big fintech solutions. So Rocket Mortgage is another company which is in the mortgage space, and they were also one of the biggest shorted stocks. So this will be interesting to watch. Etsy comes in one of the creative online marketplace, which differs from the conventional ones like Amazon, eBay, etc. So Uber again is a competitor of Lyft, and this is in the ride-sharing space. Twilio is one of those companies which actually quickens up our transactions during that online ordering and all those things. So this is very much a pandemic play, and it will be good to see if the company can still run well after the pandemic. Fastly comes in the space of edge computing, and this stock has suffered bad in the last few months because they had a big partnership with TikTok, and the ban of TikTok across the world has caused some issues for Fastly. So it will be an interesting stock to watch. Again, Marathon Oil comes in the conventional gas and oil space. Qorvo is from the semiconductor space. This is another good stock for the 5G play also. Sunrun is from the renewable space. Mercado Libre is one of those stocks which is considered to be like the Amazon of South America. Another mRNA play, which is Moderna, and we know about the vaccines. So Viacom CBS comes in the streaming space. Then Vista Outdoors comes in the camping and outdoor space. Fiverr comes in as a leader in the freelancer space. Regeneron is another company from the medical space. Wayfair, we know this is like the online marketplace for furnitures. EXPI is actually a newly listed stock, which is a competitor of Zillow. Then Square comes in the fintech solutions. Roku comes in the streaming space. Peloton comes in the fitness space. And it will be really good to see how Peloton's earnings are. Then AMC, we know one of the recovery plays, and we'll see how it goes. Cloudflare is from the network and security play. Beyond Meat is from the plant-based meat play. Dropbox is from the content sharing, as well as they also have an e-signatures space. So it's also a competitor to DocuSign. Datadog is another data analytics play. DraftKings is one of the stocks everyone is watching to see how the sports betting has gone in the past few months. Then coming to the last, Cigna is one of the insurance players. So these are the notable companies which are reporting earnings in this week. So let's go to some of the companies which have lost a decent amount of their value after reporting decent earnings in the last week. So these are companies which reported in the last week, and either they reported really good earnings and did not move, or moved slightly down, or there are companies which gave like decent earnings, but it came down. So let's go through this one. So our first company is Tesla. So Tesla reported really good earnings, but it seems like the stock did not move much, and it is like struggling to go high. So next one is Armcore Technology. So this comes in the semiconductor space. So this is actually for packaging and testing of semiconductor. So with the shortages going more and more, these companies will do good actually. The third one is Triple M. So everyone knows about Triple M. So they reported a decent earnings, but the stock came down. So next one is AMD. So AMD is one of the booming spaces. Again, it's a semiconductor play, and one of the leaders in GPUs. And it reported really good earnings, but the stock did not move, and in fact it moved down. So then Microsoft. So we know Microsoft again reported a really good earnings, but the stock kind of struggled again to move up, and it actually came down. Pinterest is one of the social media stocks, so everyone expected Pinterest to give a very strong guidance, but they give a moderate guidance. It was not bad, but it was moderate. So the stock got hit and it came down pretty decent. Then comes Enphase Energy. So these are the leaders in micro inverters, and this stock comes in the solar space, and this stock got hit very badly. For all those people who are like really bullish on the renewable space, as well as those who know about the Enphase Energy company, it's a good chance to buy it at a discount. So then comes Spotify. Spotify also did not give like a very strong guidance. Instead, they gave a decent guidance, but that was not enough for the investor. So this stock also got hit. Then comes Apple. Apple's earnings was one of the best earnings probably in the history, and still it did not make the stock go higher. So this is actually the current state of market. So it looks a bit scary. So then comes the next one, the Ford Motor Company. So as everyone knows, the semiconductor shortage actually hit the Ford company, and it had to bring down the guidance, the future guidance. So that caused the stock to come down. Then comes Teladoc. So Teladoc is more like into the telemedicine space. This is one of those stocks which was rocketing high with the pandemic and more and more people moving into the telemedicine space. But with the market opening up, people are actually scared about the stock, and they are thinking that the stock might come down. So for any people who are like really bullish on this stock and wanted to buy the stock, now it's a good time probably to start buying and averaging it out. Next one is ServiceNow. So this is a really good company, a strong company, and this also got hit after the earnings. eBay, we know this is like another online market space. It's like a smaller competition for Amazon. So this also got hit bad because of the projections. Next is Overstock.com. So this is actually another furniture online retail online marketplace. Reported really good earnings, but the stock kind of initially moved very well and then came down. Then comes Amazon. Amazon also had a very good quarter, but initially the stock moved up, and it ended up in the red category. Then it's another social media stock, Twitter. So Twitter had a decent earnings, but their guidance was just okay, and investors got pissed off with that, and probably the stock got hit bad. Then another one is Skyworks Solutions. So this also had a very good earnings, and the stock actually came down probably because the stock was a bit overpriced, and now it is back to a decently priced territory. We'll just quickly go through all these stocks, how much they are down from their 52-week high. So Armcore Technology, which is from the semiconductor space, is actually 26% down from its 52-week high. One other company which was not in the other list is Cirrus Logic. So these are actually in the semiconductor space, and they provide audio components to big companies like Apple. So they also got very big hit after the earnings. And see, Cirrus Logic is at close to 28% down from its 52-week high. Then comes Twitter. Twitter is at around 30%, 31% down from its 52-week high. Then comes Skyworks Solutions, which is one of the strong 5G players. So they are around 11% down from its all-time high. Then comes ServiceNow, which is another strong stock. This is around 15% down from all-time high. Then comes eBay, which is also close to 15% down. Then comes Ford. Ford is also 15% down. Texas Instruments is again another company from semiconductor space. So that is modestly down around 9% from 52 high. Microsoft had a very good earnings and it tried to move higher, but it is actually at 4% down from its all-time highs. Enphase Energy is from the renewable space and they are the leader in the micro inverter space. They are actually 40% down from its all-time high, but always note Enphase is a very costly stock. It is 21 times the sales and 51 times earnings. So this is costly always. So only if you're very bullish on Enphase, plan to buy it. Pins or Pinterest is another stock which is hit bad and it is 26% from its all-time high. And then Teladoc is around 44% from its all-time high. These are all some of the decent stocks which got hit badly after the earnings. So just wanted to bring to your attention about this. That is all for today's episode. Thank you and see you in the next episode.